Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and today we have another best of 3 exhibition match. Today we are going to be facing a fellow YouTuber. You might not have heard him, potentially you might have, but he is known as Moxie Boosted, and yeah, this is our first encounter, I think, unless we've ever played on Stadium Ladder or maybe Showdown Ladder, but I don't recall. So this is our first encounter, and it should be a fun one, and you should see by the team he brings, it's a pretty fun one, so make sure you tune in. And of course, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below. It really does help out the channel, and the algorithm helps push out this video more, as well as leave a comment down below as well. Who do you think is going to win this one? And then after the battle, was the result as you expected, or was it completely different? Let me know in the comments down below. But of course, you can check out my other stuff down below. I do stream on Twitch, by the way, at twitch.tv/JamesWBaek. I have been streaming for quite consistently over the past couple of months, and if you haven't already tuned in, it's a really fun time. You can ask me VGC questions. You can join my community Discord as well, where me and my awesome community just interact, and it's really fun. So if you aren't already a part of it, be sure to check it out. Links in the description down below, and I will also be linking Moxie Boosted YouTube channel as well as his Twitter down below in the description. He does some fantastic work, especially his thumbnail game on YouTube is on point. But yeah, let's get into the video. Let's cue the intro. All right, we got the battle against Moxie Boosted. We'll see how he goes, and yeah, it should be exciting. This is the first time we've ever played a set, unless we played something on like Stadium Ladder or maybe like Battle Spot back in the day. Not exactly too sure, but we'll see how this goes. I am excited. I wonder what it's gonna bring. I don't know too much about the guy, but I mean, should be pretty fun. Let us see what he decides to bring here. It's going to, I just hope it's not Sun. It's not Sun. This is an interesting team. Terrakion, Thievul. So Psychic Seed, okay. Psychic Seed on Thievul with, okay. Amoonguss, Rotom-Wash, and Incineroar. So this is a pretty interesting team overall. Matchup wise, doesn't seem bad for us, but I'm not exactly sure if it's great, I would say. We have some pretty decent tools though. I think Porygon-Z Clef can definitely put in some work, and I am bringing this team once again because I wanted a bit of redemption with this team. I think this team is good. Might need a bit more work, but yeah, I do want to see if it can pull out some wins here. So do like Incineroar, Rotom-Wash in the back. I like Porygon-Z Clef here lead because it just does so much work against him. I feel like I can change the terrain. Helping Hand Fang pretty much nukes everything. Clef pretty much just follows me off, which I think is really good. I think every other combination I would basically be vulnerable to the Indeedee-Male. So yeah, I like this combination. I'm not exactly sure what he's gonna bring, but I think this is the optimal bring out, at least for this one. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the Thievul has. I know it's some Burden plus Psychic Seed, but I don't know what else it gets really. I know it gets Fake Tears. I think it might be Fake Tears stuff. That definitely could be an option. It gets Snarl too. I think it gets Snarl at least. Yeah, we're gonna see Thievul Indeedee lead. Okay. As we lead our Porygon-Z and Clef, I'm gonna go for the Follow Me, and I'm gonna go for the Max Strike here. Could be Trick Him, I guess, on Indeedee, but I feel like, would it be though? That's the big question. Would it be? We're going to see. It is going to be that Thievul Special Defense Rises. Maybe I actually don't go for attack. Maybe I just. Okay, wait. Indeedee is, what's his base speed? 95, I think. Oh, it's faster than Porygon actually. So that's actually kind of scary. Yes, I think I have to Follow Me in case he Dynamaxes or go for Fake Tears, and I think I have to Follow Me in this situation. Not really that worried about Thievul immediately. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for Follow Me, and no, not Helping Hand. I misclicked already once before. I'm gonna Follow Me and Max Strike here. Because I should be able to knock out the Indeedee barring a Dynamax here, and I don't think Dynamax is too bad. That means I don't take Expanding Force damage. So we'll see how this goes. We could be like losing Pokemon here, but I think that's okay in the long run. I think we should be fine. I don't know what Thievul exactly does other than Burn. We are going to see a Dynamax come out from my opponent's side, so that should be the Indeedee, so that's okay here. Not too bad. Snarl or Fake Tears is definitely coming out. I'd say Snarl, but it could be Fake Tears. We'll see here. But male Indeedee is going to come out in Dynamax. Let us see what is the threat here. It's going to be the okay. If I do Dynamax my PZ, This is actually kind of scary. Maybe I should have went Corviknight. Maybe Corviknight Clefairy was better. I can maybe plan that out for the next game, but I really want to see if PZ can do some work here. Porygon is going to Dynamax here, and let's see what is going to come out from the Thievul. Is it Snarl? Is it Fake Tears? I know it gets those options. It is going to be the Follow Me coming out from Clef. For that speed, we're going to see Snarl come out. Okay, so that's not too bad. Gonna lower my special attack. I wonder if Indeedee can actually knock me out, which I'd be very surprised about, but we'll see. Go for the max strike. It is really wait, I'm faster. Oh, we speed tie. We knock out the Indeedee. Is that crit? Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Okay, so we do get a critical hit. We speed tie? Like, that's the thing I'm more surprised. We speed tie? I don't know how that was gonna play. I was gonna work for Rotom-Wash endgame, but that ends up working out amazing for me because I get rid of the Dynamax. I mean, I think I would have had advantage because I got Rotom-Wash in. His Indeedee was still taking a bunch, and I could have nasty plotted like strike again. I think I would have been okay spot, but wow, that changes so much of the dynamic right away. That changes so much of the dynamic right away. We'll see what he comes out though. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for him, but like, what can I really do? It's a freaking first turn crit. We're gonna see the Terrakion come out, which is no surprise. I am gonna go for a max strike once again. I think I'll target down the Thievul, so I don't have to worry about Snarl endgame, and I think I go for Follow Me, although Follow Me is kind of obvious, but I think I just do it anyway, because even if you Rock Slide read, I don't think you get too much here. You go for Iron Head, I guess. I don't think that'd be too bad. Wait, does Thievul get beat up? It could be beat up too. I don't think I ever give him the chance to beat up. Yeah, it's better to go for strike anyway. 100%. Although it's probably Snarl coming out here once again. I'd be surprised if it isn't. Yeah, it's Snarl again. Okay. So I'd rather have that happen. A Rock Slide can come out. Iron Head can come out. I'll let both of those. Unless it's Choice Banded, I guess. But if it's Choice Banded, so be it. We are going to see it's Taunt actually coming out from the Terrakion. Okay. That's fine. Gonna go for Max Strike into the Thievul. Let's see if it knocks out. Oh, not even close, actually. It takes it pretty well because I am -2. He is +1 as well. So, okay. Okay. I do want to break a... Is Terrakion Focus Sash though? That's the question. I kind of just want to go for the Max Strike once again. And maybe go Incin, although I think you would go for Rock Slide. I think I'm just going to Icy Wind and set up for my Rotom-Wash endgame. Yeah, I think that's better. Because I don't think I need to absolutely make this play. So let's see what comes out here. I think I know what to do for game 2 though. I think I know what to do for game 2. We'll see if there's anything specific in this game that I need to know. Wonder if Expanding Force knocks out. Like, I wonder if he's Life Orb on the thing. You're gonna see the Max Strike come out. I am faster than the Thievul. Almost able to pick up the knockout. So I'm guessing he's not max speed Thievul. I think Thievul should be faster than Porygon. Oh wait, we just knock out Thievul, which is pretty good in case it's like beat up. I don't know if it actually gets beat up, but I'm assuming it does. Rock's not gonna come out. Porygon-Z avoids. Not that big of a deal, I feel like. It wouldn't have done too much with the Friend Guard flinch. Okay. I don't actually reveal I have Icy Wind, which is actually amazing because like I can catch him off guard next turn. We're gonna see the Rotom come out. Okay. So Rotom comes out, and honestly, I just switch out here. Yeah, I just switch out into. I just double switch. He's probably gonna go for Nasty Plot, but I think that's fine. I'm actually, yeah, I think I double switch here. I think double switch is fair. I think I set up for an end game anyway. So I wonder if it is Sash Terrakion. We gotta find out. I'll reveal all 4 because I don't think it really matters if I reveal all 4 here. So we'll bring out the Incineroar here. With that, Intimidate onto the Terrakion, so it is going to be at -1, and we will bring out our Rotom-Wash as well. Let's see, because like I think Hyper Beam just knocks out the Rotom, so we should be fine in that regard, no matter what. We are going to see the Nasty Plot come out, which is no surprise. And yeah, let's see what the Terrakion goes for. Gonna be close combat. That's fine. It's gonna chip away at my Incineroar, but that's okay. I get to go for Fake Out next turn, and I think I just get to go for Hydro Pump, or should I just T-Bolt? I think I want a Hydro to figure out if he's Sash on Terrakion, but T-Bolt's fine too. I like T-Bolt more actually, because a -1 I should be able to 2 a KO anyway. We're gonna see the protect from the Rotom, which is fine. Does he double protect? I got nasty plotted. I don't think you do. Oh, you actually do. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that's that bad for me. I could just go Clef here anyway and click Thunderbolt, and I don't think I'm in a bad spot regardless. Yeah, like I'd rather get consistent damage on the Terrakion. And with the Friend Guard, I'll be able to live attacks pretty easily. So yeah, we'll just go Clef here and click Thunderbolt into the Terrakion. And yeah, like even if there's Rotom boosts, I think I should be fine. Assuming I don't miss Hyper Beams. But as long as I hit like 1 out of 2, because I think I'll be able to get like that many interactions, I think I should be fine. So stuff comes out here for the Incineroar. As we do see, it's a fast Rotom. It's a way faster than my Rotom. Okay, that looks like timid damage. That actually really didn't do that much. So yeah, got a good amount of HP back as I do go for the Thunderbolt into the Terrakion, which will bring it down probably under 50. Yep. And we're gonna see Rock Slide come out. Okay, that's fine. Now he could make a hard aggressive read. Yeah, he can make a hard aggressive read. I'm gonna go for double protect here because I am thinking that the Terrakion might want to protect here and the Rotom want to Thunderbolt my Clef. But maybe this was flawed logic. Maybe I should just T-Bolt and follow me. Oh no, he does go for the protect. Okay, I thought you would maybe protect here, try to get rid of Clef. I thought that was flawed logic because I could just go Instant the next turn even if he knocks out Clef by me clicking follow me, and I could T-Bolt the Terrakion, and that might have been the play actually. I don't think it's too bad here, so I am gonna go for the follow me and the T-Bolt. I'm just making sure I double click because I've been kind of wonky with my attack decisions, especially on stream with the joystick. So we'll go for follow me and T-Bolt. Even if Terrakion gets a double, it needs a triple, I think, in order to win this game. Yeah, I think it needs a triple in order to win this game. We're gonna see Terrakion go for the double. It does fail, and we do get the follow me off with Clefairy, so we will be able to tank it right here, and we're gonna see the Hydro Pump come out into the Clefairy. Not sure if you need it to Hydro Pump, although I guess maybe you just don't risk a special defensive Clef. We do get the T-Bolt off into Terrakion, and that should be game because now I can go Incineroar, click Nasty Plot with my Rotom, click Fake Out, and then next turn I get to just do a bunch of damage into the Rotom. So I'll go Incineroar here. Yeah. We go Incineroar here. And we click Fake Out. And we click Nasty Plot. I could also double into Porygon-Z, which wouldn't be a terrible play, but I don't think we risk it here. I don't think we risk it. Rotom does go for the protect, not surprising. Yeah, it's gonna come down to Hyper Beams though, I feel like. Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna come down to Hyper Beams. We do Nasty Plot up. I think this is 100% worth going for Parting Shot and protect, because I feel like you gotta go for Thunderbolt into the Rotom. If you target instant, I get to go in Porygon-Z and it goes for the Hyper Beam endgame. But if I get this right, like I get multiple chances to win this game, I think. Because Parting Shot should allow my Rotom to guarantee live the T-Bolt from the opposing Rotom. And I think that would just allow me to 100% win. So let's see. Assuming no crit. We're going to see T-Bolt. Nice call on the instant. Okay. It's going to come down to Porygon-Z then. Assuming Thievul does knock out my Rotom at this range, because I'm actually not sure based on the damage. It looks really close, that's why. We go Porygon-Z and it comes down to Hyper Beam. I could Dark Pulse, but I don't think that's I don't think that's worth it. So we're gonna go for Hyper Beam and we're gonna go for Thunderbolt into the Rotom. And we basically gotta hope that Hyper Beam is able to KO the Rotom-Wash. I feel like it does though. I mean, it's Life Orb, Adaptability, Hyper Beam. We're gonna see the Protect play. I mean, if I Nasty Plotted, that was bad for him. I'm actually surprised about that. Maybe just trying to scout for a Protect. Although that did give me an open room to Nasty Plot if I did. I mean, or maybe it's just trying to stall that power points. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for the Hyper Beam Thunderbolt. It looks like we hit Hyper Beam, which is amazing. So we should be able to knock out the Rotom. Yeah, we obliterate the Rotom, and that is going to be a good game. So I obviously did get lucky with the crit immediately. It did change some of the dynamic. I do think I could have won without the crit. It would have been obviously very tougher, and it definitely gave him like a really bad shot. But I do think it's definitely something that, you know, it can't be helped really. It's the game we play. So we'll go for the game 2 here, and hopefully since I didn't feel Icy Wind on Clef, I'm hoping that I can get it off this next game. I think Icy Wind's gonna be super good. So let's see here. I'm gonna go with the same option. I could also go Corviknight, which isn't a bad option. Alright, we had a bit of a problem, but we're back. We're in game. We're going into game 2. Overall, okay, so I did get lucky with the crit. I don't want to have that mind game, so I think I actually want to mix it up. Actually, I want to go Terrakion here, I think, with Clef. But we want to go Terrakion Instant. Maybe Terrakion Instant's better, actually. Yeah, because if he leaves that again, I think it's better to have Terrakion Instant. Have Clefairy in the back with Porygon. I like Terrakion because I feel like Thievul probably has no Protect, I'm assuming. Because I feel like, I don't know what he would run here. It gets like so many options. I'm assuming, because I feel like if it's with Terrakion, it has to be beat up, right? That's like my main assumption. So I feel like it has beat up. I feel like that Terrakion, I feel like it has fake tears with the Indeedee. Maybe it has Taunt. Well, we know it has Snarl. It might have Taunt. Could be Foul Play too. But I feel like it doesn't have room for Protect. I didn't exactly like the Rotom underspeeding the opposing Rotom, so that's why I kind of don't want to bring the Rotom. Yeah, I think this is the best 4 I'm going to bring, yeah. Because I'll trade my Terrakion for the, what's it called? The Thievul, because the Thievul is really the only kind of speed control my opponent has, besides maybe if it's Max Strike on the Indeedee, which I think is fine for me as well. We'll see what comes out though. I don't know if it's Trick Room on the Indeedee. That's the only issue that I have. Let's see. Thievul Indeedee does lead again, as I will lead my Terrakion here. And I do have quite a few options. Oh wait, no, I let Instant, right? I just go for Parting Shot in close combat, I think. I think I just risk it right here. And I think it's definitely worth the risk. Yeah. I'm gonna close combat the I'm gonna close combat the Thievul, and I think I'm just gonna Parting Shot the Indeedee. I guess, like, what if he switched? Okay, but let me just double check his team. Does he have a switch into close combat other than Amoonguss, which I'm not really that worried about because I wouldn't then he kind of has a weird position anyway. Maybe the Rotom, I guess, but Rotom gets 2-shot by close combat unless he Dynamaxes the Rotom, which I kind of doubt. Instant is gonna get hit. Yeah, I think just close combat's fine. Into the Thievul, and we'll go for the Parting Shot this time. I can also Lash Out. That'll do a ton of damage, but I actually want the Parting Shot because I really want to get Clefairy next to Thing next time. We're actually gonna see the Indeedee switch, which is interesting. We're gonna see the Terrakion come out. Okay, which is fine, I think. Oh, it goes hard for the beat up. Wow, was not expecting that. Okay. Was not expecting that. So go straight for that. Ooh, this is gonna make it interesting. Okay. So he goes straight for the beat up. As I go for Parting Shot, so he's gonna be a +3. I close combat the Thievul. I think he probably expected the Dark type move, which makes sense because then he would have been like +5. I crit the Thievul. I really doubt that mattered because Thievul has pretty poor defense as Thievul does go down, which is amazing for me. I will be able to get a Parting Shot off into the Terrakion. Is he really going to go on Speed Tie? Because this is a Speed Tie between us, I think. Yeah, it is a Speed Tie between us. Is he really going to go for that? I'm going to go Clef here. As what, Indeedee is gonna come out? Maybe it's Amoonguss? No, it's Indeedee, okay. Which I don't really mind too much. I could protect Icy Wind, but I'm just not sure if Clef lives Rockfall plus. It's definitely not living Rockfall plus Expanded Force. So you know what? I'm gonna close combat the Terrakion here. Because I need chip on the Terrakion for sure, and I'm gonna protect here my Clef because, like, I don't feel like it's super necessary to this is kind of tough because that Terrakion could actually screw me over. Because it's probably gonna Dynamax. Yeah, it's probably gonna Dynamax, so this could be a concern. If we win to speed tie though, we get a lot of damage off, which is amazing. Like a lot of damage. We are gonna see Dynamax come out, no surprise. I feel like you do. Maybe you have Steel Spike. I don't know if you have Steel Spike or not. We only saw Rock Slide in close combat. We're gonna see that the Terrakion does Dynamax Giant Terrakion here. Let's see. I feel like you do go for the attack in the Clef. Or maybe Helping Hand close combat was better. Maybe it knocked out his Terrakion and then it put us in an amazing spot, but I'm not exactly sure about the details. We are gonna see expand. Wait, it's Scarf. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really bad for us, actually. So Terrakion goes down, and then Knuckle. Surprised he knuckled. Okay. Because I thought he would Rock Fall, but I guess... Did I? Oh, maybe it's just to break Sash. I'm gonna go Porygon here, but this doesn't look good. This really doesn't look good. I'm gonna go Porygon here, and I think I go for Follow Me here. And I think I go for Max Strike, but the problem is I'm not gonna do that much to the Terrakion. Yeah, I think I have to Follow Me too. Because I can't risk him targeting my PZ with like +4 attack. Oh boy, I can't believe he actually risked that, but yeah, I mean... Okay, so that means my Terrakion lead doesn't work out, so I'm gonna go back to the PZ mode in game 3, because I'm assuming we're gonna go into game 3. I'm pretty sure I don't win this one. Follow Me comes out. Maybe I should KO the Indeedee. I should have KO'd the Indeedee actually. Expanding Force does a lot, but not enough. Here comes the Rockfall. Yep, not surprised. Probably was a double up in the PZ slot. I don't see you targeting the Clef slot that rate. We do see the Clef go down. That means he does get a special attack boost. And then it comes down to, like, does he read the PZ Protect, or does he go on the offense here? So, Clefairy goes down. I will go for the Max Strike here. It is going to do an okay amount. I don't know how much it's going to actually do in Sand. That did nothing. I wonder... No, it's not Assault Vest. We still Protect. Yeah, so, okay. Okay, so Indeedee is slower. I'm gonna go for the instant play, and I think I gotta play aggressive PZ if I have a chance, because, like, even if I max guard and he goes for the attack, what does instant really do? I guess it could Lash Out, which wouldn't be, like, terrible, but, like, even then, like, I just don't think it's the play. So I think I'm gonna go for the Max Darkness into the, Max Darkness, the Indeedee slot, and we'll go for the, I don't know at this point, like, what's instant gonna do? Flare Blitz, I guess. The Indeedee in case, like, Amoonguss comes in, I guess. Yeah. And, like, a Max Guard from Terrakion, which could be a possible play. Yeah. Indeedee is gonna switch into the Rotom. I guess I could have Max Strike too, but I feel like this game was 100% over anyway. Max Darkness gonna come out into the Rotom. That's a lot of damage, actually. Yeah, it does do a lot of damage. Here comes the Citrus Berry. And Rockfall, who? Probably the Instant? Yeah, I assume it was the Instant. I think that made a lot of sense anyway. Yeah, so I kind of made a play, but, like, it wasn't really, like, huge out, because, like, since he preserved Indeedee, I probably had to hope for a choke that he sacked Indeedee there for a shot. Yeah, that was, like, the only I had to, basically what I had to do was strike there, but even then, like, I needed him to choke at that point. Because, like, now he gets Expanding Force off, guaranteed. How many turns of terrain does he have left? This is the last one too, so I can't even hope for anything. Yeah, like, this game's over. Okay. Yeah, because he gets Expanding Force back in Choice Scarf Indeedee, so it's Choice Scarf. So that's interesting to note. That's very interesting. Okay. Um, that makes this tough. Alright. Play with the same rules. I'm okay, so core might be good. Tailwind support. It's tough. It's tough. This does not look like a fun matchup for me. We're gonna go with the same four. I think I leap instant behind 100%. It was like not doing much in the matchup. Actually, maybe I could go like Corviknight here. Yeah. Again, it's a tail. If it has taunt on the thing, which I'm just not sure about. I think I'm gonna lead Porygon here with Clef. Maybe we go the same game plan like in game 1. I don't really like our game plan in game 2 because of Choice Scarf Indeedee. Unless we change the terrains, but I'm not sure if that's like, we don't have to immediately. Like we could get a knockout potentially. I like Terrakion plus Corviknight though in the end game because if I can get Tailwind off, I'm in a really good spot. So yeah, we're gonna go for this. Yeah, we'll go for this. We'll see how it goes. It's tough, but it's definitely doable. I want, since it's Scarf Indeedee, I think it's max speed Indeedee with Scarf. So I can Icy Wind Protect here if he makes the same play. Or should I just go on the offense and just click like follow me, for instance? I don't think like clicking follow me would be that bad here, but I feel like going aggressive here, it does work. Like Icy Wind Protect. Because if he fake tears, I'm screwed. That's the only concern I have. If he fake tears, I'm screwed. Maybe I just go for Helping Hand Max Strike. Maybe I Helping Hand Max Strike the Thievul and just try to nuke it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that play. I'm not sure if he fake tears in this position. If he does, really good play. But I need to get some kind of speed for him, I think, control. And it looks like he didn't Dynamax the Indeedee, so that's really good for us. Assuming he didn't Expanding Force my Porygon straight away, because that'd be bad. Let's see. So we'll Dynamax a Porygon. Oh boy. Maybe I should have Icy Winded. Helping Hand. Snarl. Okay, that's fine. I have a Voice, but I don't think that's a big deal. Okay. Because I think I knock out Porygon with the Helping Hand thing. Expanding Force comes out, no surprise. That's a lot, but not enough. Max Strike gonna come out into the Thievul, because I do want to get rid of this Thievul. I don't get rid of Thievul though, unfortunately. That's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I definitely like Helping Hand Max Strike the Indeedee, because I feel like he could go aggressive and predicts like yeah, I think that's actually the play. Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Helping Hand Strike the Indeedee, because I can knock out the Indeedee. I could see Terrakion trying to cheese its way in for a beat up situation, so I think it's optimal here. But it just stays in, which is fine too. Fake Tears comes out. I think I knock it out with the Max Strike though. And I am going to be faster. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, that's good. That's good. So I knock out the Indeedee, which is amazing. So this is a game. This is a game. We are able to knock out the Indeedee here, which is amazing. And okay, so it comes down to Terrakion. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Because as long as we get one Max Strike off, we're in a really good spot against Terrakion. Like, we'll be in a really good spot against Terrakion. The problem is there's still Dynamax available, but like, I think it's definitely viable. I need to save Porygon-Z to deal with the Rotom. We are going to see Terrakion come out, which is amazing for me. And we will go for the Max Strike into the Thievul. We want to get rid of that Thievul, and I will go for the Follow Me. Because I can't let Beat Up come out here. Oh, wait, no, I knock out Thievul anyway. Well, I can't let Close Combat come out anyway, yeah. So this is better regardless. Yeah, this is better regardless. It's still a scary endgame, but it's definitely okay. Definitely okay. Definitely better than the last one. We're gonna see the Dynamax straight away from the Terrakion, which is better for me, and because like if they clicked Rock Slide, this could have been different. Because now the Terrakion's stuck at -1 for the rest of the game, and that's really good. I don't think Terrakion gets bounced. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. If it does, Lord help me, but I'm pretty sure this fate doesn't get bounced. If it does, I'll be super sad, but like, yeah, I don't think it does. I'm gonna Follow Me. Which should be Rockfall coming out. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Clef actually lives, which is funny. Clef actually lives, so I don't think the Thievul was faster than Porygon, but if it was, Beat Up's gonna get redirected, but it's not, so I do get the Max Strike off into the Thievul, which will be able to pick up a knockout, which is great. So Thievul will go down. Awesome. That's very, very good for us. And, okay. Porygon's Dynamax is over, but that's fine. We go Terrakion, hard in the Terrakion, and maybe we bait the Max Knuckle play. Yeah, I think we just bait the Max Knuckle. So we go hard Terrakion. On probably the Rotom coming up. Yep. This is still kind of tough. Because if he gets a read right, it could be actually kind of sloppy, but I think I'm going to go Corv here, and I think I just protect on potentially a Max Knuckle, because you aren't threatened exactly by the PZ because it doesn't pick up a knockout here. So I feel like you do go for a Knuckle into maybe like Terrakion, maybe doubling up because I have the Sand. We will protect our Terrakion. Rotom protects. Okay, that's good. And then what is this? Max Knuckle? It's Max Knuckle into Terrakion. Terrakion would probably secure it. It's in the Corv. Okay. Which does a big amount of damage. How healthy is PZ? Not healthy at all. Okay, I can't risk it. Okay. Oh, did I? Oh, I might have. This Knuckle probably KOs Terrakion is the thing. I might have thrown. I might have went for close combat, but if I went for close combat, maybe close combat was more optimal. Yeah, I'm gonna Iron Head here and go for the close combat now. Or do I go for the double? Is the double the only way out? It might be. I actually think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the double. I don't get it, unfortunately, so that should be game. Because, like, you Thunderbolt here. And... oh, Core survived. Oh, that's such a big game changer. Oh, that was such a big game changer, actually. Oh, I could have close combated. Oh, no. I was trying to activate my weakness policy on the freaking Terrakion. God dang it, man. I wish I had Sash on it. Wait, do I have Sash on this team? I actually don't know if I do. Iron Head into that. Yeah, because now he gets to click Rock Slide, and unless he misses Rock Slide, I think it's going to be game. And then Iron Head did a lot, so maybe close combat actually knocked it out. Shoot. Yeah, I'm probably going to need a miss, but you don't even need a miss on this at this point, I think, if you're my opponent. I messed up immensely. Gonna go for the Hyper Beam into Rotom. Man, I keep messing up these end games. I mean, Hyper Beam Rotom, he clicks Rock Slide, probably good game, unless he chokes and close combats the Porygon or protects the Terrakion for some reason, which I really can't see. Maybe I should have Tailwinded, because Tailwind probably put on more pressure with Corviknight, but like, yeah. I even missed the Hyper Beam, so that is going to be a good game. I swear if he close combat Porygon. I don't know, I think you should close combat Corp. Yeah, you Rock Slide. So it came down to a miss, basically. On Rock Slide, even if I hit the Hyper Beam. So, I can't believe I keep throwing these in a row. Porygon! The team's not bad, I swear. I need to change it. Maybe I need to have Sash on Terrakion. It might not be that bad of an option. Yeah. But we're gonna get an interview with Moxie Boosted, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we have the winner of the set here, this friendly exhibition. We have Moxie Boosted. Say hi, Moxie Boosted.
Hey James, how you doing?
Could have been better, but you know what? Fun set regardless. I got to learn a bit more about Thievul, and it's always just good to have that information, just in case that small chance maybe I fight one in like maybe on an online tournament or something. I get to know like its expanded move pool, because I only knew it got like Snarl and Fake Tears. I wasn't sure what else. But
yeah, I actually I hated Thievul playing through the actual game, and then I started exploring Thievul competitively towards early 2020. It has a really interesting support move pool. It was through Thievul I found out that they buffed Howl this generation.
Yeah, I found out that Howl now works on both Pokemon.
Yeah, so because you can run like Unburdened Thievul, I wasn't running it on my current team, but on a previous version of a Thievul and Indeedee team before it got Expanding Force, I would run pretty much the same Thievul set, but instead of Beat Up, I had Howl, and I would use that to boost Max Airstream Gyarados to get some free KOs. And at that point, it's like a Dragon Dance.
So, yeah, I mean, that Thievul did put in some work. Why don't you explain a little bit about your thought process of like why you chose to run like Thievul?
So Thievul is super interesting stat-wise. You take a look at it initially, and you see just some underwhelming stuff. You're like, okay, well what am I going to use Thievul for? Thievul is literally just Route 1 Rodent, but worse. It's got the 70 HP, it's got 58 attack, it's got 58 defense. The only part it excels at anything is speed and its special stats. So Thievul having the ability Unburden, when you pair that with like max HP, max speed Psychic Seed, and you're clicking Snarls consistently, Thievul has an amazing matchup versus teams like Charizard Sun, Kingdra Rain, just because they rely so much on using their special attack stat, and you outspeed not Charizard under Tailwind, but you do outspeed Kingdra under Rain, so you're able to get a free Snarl off, soak up any hit you want, and with that high speed, it allowed me to pair it up with Choice Scarf Indeedee, which takes full advantage of Thievul's high speed by going just a bit slower than it and hitting things at -2 after Thievul goes for Fake Tears.
Yeah, so there was like a lot of stuff I was wondering during the game because of that Thievul. I was worried about so many different sets it could run. I don't know if it got Icy Wind, but if it was Icy Wind, that was like the big one I was like really concerned about.
I was waiting for Icy Wind Clefairy the whole time.
I actually did have Icy Wind Clef. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it for game 3, but I was worried you would Fake Tears in that situation, the Clef, and like double it up potentially, which would have been really bad for me. So like, I was really debating about going for the Icy Wind, but I was like, I think it's a bit too risky, and like, I think I could win without it. So like, I just went for like Helping Hand that turn, expecting the Snarl, and it ended up kind of paying off, I guess. It wasn't exactly like amazing for me, because what was it? I like
you max struck into is that the past tense? Max struck, max striked.
Yeah,
you max struck into Thievul, but
it lived.
It's max HP and at +1, and the Snarl just completely negated the Helping Hand. So I do think that the Helping Hand was probably the right play, but Thievul, like, it's surprisingly bulky on the special side. It's got base 92.
Yeah, so why don't you direct us through like the game 2 adjustment? I think that's probably the more interesting one, with like the self beat up with Terrakion.
Game 2, I was under the impression you would lead the same way, and the reason I let off Terrakion Thievul is because you ended up leading with the Clefairy and Porygon-Z, and I knew that turn 1, worst case scenario, all I would have to do is I would either speed tie with your Porygon. I was under the impression it was modest, and at that point I thought it was modest for some reason. But I was intending to go for Snarl and then to max Rockfall into the redirected Clefairy, and that would give me a lot of special defense on my Terrakion. And the way I saw it was like, okay, you either have to switch out the Porygon or just go for essentially just speed control hits, since it's not going to do damage to Dynamax Terrakion at all. And then you ended up adjusting to Incineroar Terrakion, I believe.
Yeah.
And because of that, I actually saw a really good opportunity. Oh no, that was me. I actually led off with Indeedee.
Yeah, you led off with Indeedee.
No, all right, yeah, I was thinking about game 3, I think. No, I didn't do that game 3. I have a horrible memory. That's why I'm bad at the game. I have a horrible memory. No, so ignore what I said about game 2. Game 2, I led off Indeedee Thievul, and the entire reason was like, okay, worst case scenario, he crits me again. Best case scenario, I can keep up the Speed Wars and neuter that Porygon-Z. So I was kind of hoping that you would just go for the same thing, and this time I wouldn't be unlucky. Because my entire game plan was remove Porygon-Z, win with Terrakion in a way. Or remove Clefairy too and win with Terrakion. But regardless, the way I saw it, Terrakion was one of my best tools. Then you ended up leading off with Incineroar Terrakion. And at that point, when I realized I had Indeedee Thievul on the field, I was like, this Thievul has been way too much of an issue for you to not get rid of it immediately. So I saw it worth the risk to switch in my Terrakion on what I expected to be like a Darkest Lariat or something coming up from the Incineroar, and just go for the self beat up onto my Terrakion while I still was able to. And if that paid off for me, I could get back in my Indeedee, outspeed the Terrakion since I had not yet revealed Choice Scarf, and from there Choice Scarf Expanding Force would knock it out, and I could go for a Max Knuckle into the Incineroar slot. Unfortunately, you did end up going for Parting Shot though, but I still ended up getting my +3, which was nice. I was hoping to get +5. I thought I made a really good play there.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I probably could have had a different play, but then again, you did reveal that you were Choice Scarf Indeedee, so now that I think about it, I don't think I had a play after that, because like, what I was trying to do is I thought you were, okay, I think you're either Life Orb or your Specs on the Indeedee, and I thought, okay, I could KO the Thievul, which was a pretty annoying Pokemon, so Porygon-Z could be opened up next to Clef, and Max Strike basically just slowed down everything for Terrakion. Like, even if I sack Terrakion, it's fine. But then you made the other play. But now that I think about it, like, I went for Parting Shot because, like, I get pivoting because I really want Porygon-Z next to Clef, because I expected Terrakion to go down that turn. But yeah, that didn't end up exactly happening, and then you revealed Scarf, and then I'm like, oh, no matter what game plan I had, like, maybe I could have like went Incin for an Intimidate the following turn, but like, since you were Scarf, I couldn't like lose the speed tie. You activate Knuckle maybe potentially, and then like I KO the Terrakion back. But
yeah, I noticed Incin was probably going to be one of the biggest issues for Indeedee, because I'm Choice Scarf. I have to lock myself into a Psychic move to do the most damage to you, because Hyper Voice is not doing nearly as much as Expanding Force would be, and it just wouldn't be worth clicking unless I was max striking or something. So that's why I was really grateful that we got Terrakion in this new season, because Terrakion and Indeedee just pair so well together as a defensive synergy. Indeedee's immune to ghost moves, so it's either bug or dark moves that you're going to want to target into it most of the time. And Terrakion resists the bug and just thrives on the dark moves. So yeah, the entire point of that play was to just get the Terrakion and then hopefully get +5 off of that Darkest Lariat. But the Parting Shot was actually probably, I think it was definitely a better play for you in the end, but I was really happy I at least got the beat up off, because I had a ton of momentum at that point.
yeah, and then game 3, it was like the Indeedee plus the Thievul again lead against what was my game 1 lead again, Porygon-Z plus the Clef. And then explain why you went for the Expanding Force this time instead of like maybe game 1, or did you just not want to reveal Scarf at game 1?
Game 1, I was trying, I was sort of in panic mode because I realized how awful of a lead I had. And then after game 1, I thought I had a lot of time to think from game 1 to game 3. And I realized that the lead actually isn't that awful if I get some chip damage off, because I don't want to switch Terrakion in. I'd rather lose Indeedee. My thought process was, I'm going to sack Indeedee to trade for Terrakion coming in, because if I Dynamax, I have one more turn of Dynamax than this Porygon would at that point, so it would have 2 left. And my Thievul would still outspeed, so minimum I get 2 Snarls off, and I get 1 Expanding Force off for damage into that Porygon. So I was literally just going for damage at that point. I just wanted damage to get Terrakion in for free when the Indeedee died. But when you ended up targeting into the Thievul, I was actually pretty happy until I found out that you're actually timid Porygon. Because at that point, I'm like, okay, never mind. Because I thought I was like, I thought I was slick. I was like, yo, this Choice Scarf, even with the -1, I'll be able to go for a second Expanding Force, which is why the following turn I ended up just going for Fake Tears to try to secure the KO in the chance that you decided to not. Because I didn't think you were going to redirect at all, since like I was hitting you with spread moves the first turn with Snarl and Expanding Force. I'm like, okay, so if I go for Fake Tears here, it's kind of free.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then like the game came down to like some stuff. I probably made suboptimal plays. There were definitely some things I could have done better. I'm guessing Rotom had like no special attack timid, I'm assuming, because like it didn't do much to my Corviknight. Like I expected the team to KO at that point.
It's an extremely defensive Rotom. I think I EV'd it. It was such a weird calc. I was really concerned about Terrakion when I first made this team. I think the Rotom is super physically defensive. Let me pull up that spread real quick.
Because I remember you were faster than my Rotom.
Yeah,
and my Rotom's pretty fast.
This Rotom is meant to outspeed Rillaboom, who are meant to outspeed Togekiss. It's 228 timid, but I'm running 244 HP, 28 defense, 4 special attack, 4 special defense. And I believe that defense is just so when I'm Dynamaxed, I can actually take +4 Rockfall or something like that. I completely forgot. Like, I think it might have been either Rock Slide at +4 while I had another Pokemon up, or no, it's Rockfall. It's Rockfall at +3. Yeah, it's Rockfall at +3 actually, because I can switch in my Incineroar to Intimidate.
Yeah, I probably should have seen that sign, because I remember the +2 Thunderbolt damage in the game 2, or game one, where you used +2 Thunderbolt and it didn't do that much to my Rotom, and I'm like, it was probably timid Rotom. But then, now that I think about it, the Corviknight was pretty decently healthy, and I forgot I run the Locks with Death, so yeah, I think if I got the chip damage with my Terrakion, it definitely probably was game at that point. Assuming
I was concerned about the Corviknight living when I clicked Thunderbolt. I'm like, this is probably a roll. Like, this is definitely a roll at this point, since I have such little special attack investment in this thing. I figured, like, worst case scenario, I get that Corviknight in range of Rock Slide, and I knew Porygon was going to come out, and I figured you would prioritize KOing the Rotom in the final turn. And I thought maybe, because the thing is, like, if you KO the Rotom, Corviknight is... So here's how I saw it, right? So Porygon is the fastest thing in the field, followed by my Rotom, and I think it was followed by... Was your Corviknight faster at +1? I can't remember. Or, well, my Terrakion was at -1.
No, my Corviknight was slower.
Okay, yeah. So the way I saw it was, you would likely want to remove this Rotom from the field, and you might even make a call to, make the call that I would want to remove that Corviknight from the field. So I just decided, like, or the Porygon from the field. So I decided, just by not protecting at all and going for the Rock Slide, since you absolutely had to Hyper Beam into this Rotom to knock it out, you would be locked from using a move the following turn. And my Rock Slide, if I connected with both of your Pokemon, would, one, knock out the Corviknight and get your Porygon in range, where if it somehow lived the Rock Slide, it would die to sand damage, or I could just go for close combat the next turn since your move's disabled.
Actually, that was the thing that confused me the most, was actually, if you had that thought process, I thought close combat the Corviknight's safe, because if I Hyper Beam, then I have to recharge. So, like, you can just close combat the next turn, and then you don't have that chance to miss and seal up the game 100%.
Like I said, I have a horrible memory. When I was playing that turn, I actually wasn't entirely certain if I was faster than the Corviknight at -1. Because I always forget that. I'll make a note while I'm playing the game. I'm like, was I faster?
To be fair, I think during like a lot of my sets that I've had for the past couple days, I've had terrible memory as well, so I can't really blame you that much.
Yeah, I'm a type of player where if I go to a tournament, I absolutely have to have a notepad. If I don't bring that notepad, I'm gonna forget everything.
But I think that's pretty much what I needed to say. Yeah, that's pretty much, like, I think everything. But hey, anything you want to shout out? I'm going to be linking your stuff, of course, in the description. Anything you want to specifically shout out?
Let me think. Follow Graham Amity. Yeah, follow Graham Amity, and you're already checking out my YouTube channel. So Graham Amity, that's the one, and Mercury, and all these other VGC channels that need more viewers.
All right, I put Moxie boosted stuff down below. Are you Marco or Marcus?
I'm Marcos.
Oh, Marcos. Okay.
Yeah, like you can call me Mark, Marcos, whatever. I never really mind.
All right,
I was called Marcus by most of my teachers growing up until they finally read it. They're like, oh wait, there's an O.
I've only had 2 teachers in my life who can pronounce my last name right, and it's 4 letters, so I could. But
I'm hoping. I kept going from Beck to Bake.
It's Baek.
And I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time, but I can't help but pronounce it Bake.
Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched this video. If you again check out Moxie Boost if you haven't, he does some VGC stuff. He has really high quality thumbnails, let me just say that. So you can check it out down below in the description. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.
See you.